Pork ribs. Pork spare ribs. St. Louis style today.
What is the difference between St. Louis style and any other kind?
I'll show you here directly. It's where you remove the brisket flap on it and you square up the bones. Makes for a prettier presentation, so to speak. I'm going to cut these open, rinse them off. I'm going to keep any contaminants off of it, any bone particle that they may have when they sawed it. Keep it clean.
Okay, as far as ribs goes, do you have a preference between pork or beef?
I prefer pork myself. Beef ribs are really hard to find in this area that haven't been trimmed real close to the bone because of the cut of meat that it's from, which is a prime rib. So you basically end up smoking a very large bone with a small amount of meat on it, and to me they're good, don't get me wrong, but my family prefers pork, so I kind of tend to stay with that, which is this little membrane right here. A lot of people leave it on, and that's fine. I myself prefer to pull it off of there. There's a neat little trick to do that with. Take a paper towel once you get that started. You get a grip on it, it's real slippery. And then it just peels right off there. Just like that. What happens is when you do this is you can actually get a little bit more of the rub that I'm going to put on that into the meat, and this membrane won't let that penetrate as well. If you cook them low and slow enough, this membrane is moved anyway. It'll disappear.
Oh, okay.
But I just like to do it because I cook mine just a little bit faster. Alright. Now, with a sharp knife. I encourage using sharp utensils. Just for the simple fact it's safer.
So is your rub something you invented, or?
No, my rub, and that's the plug for these guys, that's the back of my shirt. I buy my stuff from Texas Barbecue Rub down in Houston, Texas. Mr. Bill Cannon. Excellent. You can't make it for what, you can't make it taste any better for what you would have to, I mean, it would cost you, I couldn't say how much it would cost to do what he does. And it's an excellent product. I have had no complaints whatsoever. Alright, now I'm going to trim this little flap of meat off here. This is the brisket flap. Like I said, this is a cook's treat right here. While these ribs are cooking up, these will be done long before everything else. So you can kind of give you a taste of what's going on in there.
Okay.
Alright, let me get the plate out here. I'll set that off to the side. Alright, now this is a St. Louis style cut. This here, at the edge of the bone here, there's a cartilage right through there. I'm going to cut that off, and what that's going to do is square these bones up. It'll make it for a lot nicer presentation if you were going to cook for a comp. You know, there's a lot of different variations to it, but that's all gristle right through here. And if you got a nice sharp knife, it'll cut right through that cartilage.
So since you started barbecuing, have you increased your cutlery and?
Yes, I increased my cutlery to Messermeister. I bought those from another gentleman I'm going to plug here in a little while, Texas Pepper Jelly. He is also a salesman of Messermeister knives. Excellent quality. I've found none better. And the pepper jelly that I'm going to show you I'm going to use here a little for a while is next to none. It's the best. Alright. This also will be a treat for us later. Alright, there you have it. Cut a little more off that end there. Right there. Square him up. Alright. Get rid of that too. Alright. Now, I'm going to use my secret ingredient that everybody can get. Let me throw this away here.
Well, it's nice of you to share it.
That's fine. I'd love it. I am holding nothing back. Everybody can do what I'm doing. Worcestershire, Lee and Perrins. Buy the good stuff. Alright. That's got him all where you have it. A little slather of Worcestershire on there. Just like that. Rub it in there nice. Give it a good coat. Not only does it not, this won't add any taste to it, it helps to tender it. That's more of a marinade. A lot of people don't realize what that does to meat, but it acts as a marinade. And it'll help tenderize it through the cook. Alright. Here's the stuff that makes it famous.
Let's get a good shot of that in the camera.
Let me get it out of the bag.
Okay, original rub.
Original rub.
Who makes it again?
Texas Barbecue.
You go to TexasBBQRub.com.
TexasBarbecueRub.com.
Yep.
On the back of my shirt. Great, guys.
So what's the trick to rubbing?
It's a dry rub. A lot of people use different ways of doing it. There's not really a trick to it, Keith. It's just you apply your seasonings and your spices and flavors to the meat, and it will enhance it. It doesn't cover up the taste of the meat, it enhances it. Hang on a minute. There, sorry about that.
I will say, I know you can't smell this on TV land, but it smells really good.
Alright. Doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't take very much. I'm kind of a little more generous than some. I like the taste of it. And I'll roll it over and do the other side. You can also use mustard. People don't realize that too. The mustard will cook off, won't leave any taste. But all that the Worcestershire and the mustard really do is act as something for the rub to adhere to. That way it doesn't fall off while you're moving it around and put it in the cooker.
Is there any sitting time?
Yeah, I'll let it set for probably 15 minutes, maybe 20. It'll develop a real pretty glaze to it before I put it on. That glaze is telling me it's ready to go.
Okay.
And it's another big myth. It's not a myth. I guess there is some truth to it, but you don't have to let things marinate overnight to get the flavor in. That's what's really good about this stuff here. Turn that bag around, Bill. There you go. You don't have to let this stuff set. You pick out your choice of meat. See, look at that. It's already getting a glaze on it.
Yeah.
Oh, they look good, don't they?
Sure. How long's it been about?
What time is it?
About 3:30.
3:30. Put them on at it'll be about 5 hours. Just like knife through butter. Mr. Craig Sherry at Texas Pepper Jelly knows how to make that jelly.
It's hard to describe food online, but it is very, very, very good. Very good.
How many berries was that?
Has a little crunch on it.
Do you need any sauce with that?
No, this is excellent on its own. It's very, very good. How do you describe it? Nice little sheen. What's that stuff on there again? You made that sheen?
It is Texas Pepper Jelly, pineapple habanero.
Is that from the same company you made the...
No.
No.
But they are very good friends, and I know both those guys have shook both their hands, and they make an excellent product, and that's why these guys down in Houston are grand champions in a lot of cook-offs.
Do you have that bottle anymore?
Yes. Hang on.
Okay, it says pineapple habanero.
Pineapple habanero Texas Pepper Jelly.
Please visit us at TexasPepperJelly.com.